Hi, my name is Yasin Zerwal. Welcome to my channel, IT Professional. This video is for Lync server roles, which is the second video from the series that will cover the exam 70-336 core solutions of Microsoft Lync Server 2013. As you know, there is a lot of server roles: front-end server, back-end server, director, persistent chat back-end, persistent chat compliance, edge server, mediation server. Starting from the front-end server, which is the core server role, it provides the connection point for the client and it is responsible for all registration via the registrar service and routing requests for clients. We can deploy up to 12 front-end servers into a single pool. I want to define the pool, which is a group of servers running the same role and they have identical configuration. And that's where we have the failover and high availability. And those servers in the pool can serve clients simultaneously. For example, if we have a pool that contains, for example, if we have two pools or more, and the pool number 1 goes down, no problem, pool number 2 contains all the data that was on pool 1, and that's because of pool pairing. Here we have the front-end server, which is in a pool that contains 3 servers of front-end. For the back-end server, which is back-end servers are database servers running Microsoft SQL Server that provide the database services for the front-end pool. The back-end server serve as backup stores for the pool's user and conference data and are the primary stores for other databases such as the response group database. The central management store is also stored in the back-end role. Here we have a pool that contains 2 servers. We can have a single back-end server, but to have the failover, we can use the SQL Server mirroring. We can use also the SQL Server mirroring witness to enable automatic failover. For the Edge server, it enables your users to communicate and collaborate with users outside the organization's firewalls. These external users can include the organization's own users who are currently working off-site, users from federated partner organizations, outside users who have been invited to join conferences hosted on your Lync server deployment. Edge server also enables connectivity to public instant messaging connectivity services, including Windows Live, American Online, Yahoo, and Google Talk. Edge role is deployed within the DMZ or perimeter network and provides remote capability to Lync Server 2013. Here we have the Lync server, which is between 2 firewalls. That's why we call this area as a DMZ, demilitarized zone. Again, now we are talking about the director server. Directors can authenticate Lync server user request, and it is recommended when you are deploying in Edge server because it offers an additional layer of security. In deployments that enable external user access, the director can authenticate requests before sending them on to internal servers. In the case of denial of service attack, the attack ends with the director and does not reach the front-end server. It reaches here the attack up to the director and will not reach the front-end server. High availability of the director role is provided by deploying multiple servers and using DNS, whether hardware DNS hardware or load balancing. For the mediation server, which is necessary component for implementing enterprise voice and the dialing conferencing. Mediation server translates signaling and in some configurations media between your internal Lync server infrastructure and the public switched telephone network PSTN gateway, IPPABX or session initiation protocol SIP-tran. You can run a mediation server co-located on the same server as the front-end server or separated into a standalone mediation server pool. Here we have all the kind of connection, whether you use the IPPABX or media gateway or using the SIP-tran. For the persistent chat server roles, persistent chat enables users to participate in multi-party topic-based conversations that persist over time. Persistent chat front-end server runs the persistent chat service. Persistent chat back-end server stores the chat history data and information about categories and chat rules. Persistent chat compliance back-end server can store the chat content and compliance events for the purpose of compliance. For the server running Lync Server Standard Edition can also run persistent chat co-located on the same server, which is the front-end server. As you know, you cannot co-locate the persistent chat front-end server with Enterprise Edition front-end server. Here we are going to talk in details about the Lync Server Standard Edition, which is designed for small companies and it is designed to support up to 2,500 users on its single server. As you know, it combines both the front-end and back-end roles into a single package or box. We have a back-end role which is stored within the SQL Express database. In Standard Edition, we have only one server per pool, and the Lync Server Standard Edition does not provide high availability solution because it's only one server. It enables you to use the instant messaging, conferencing, presence, and enterprise voice all running in one server. I hope this is informative for you, and I would like to thank you very much for watching.